I gotta do the comments.
This little button.
Okay.
Chat filter.
Chat filter.
All messages.
All messages.
There we go.
And we are good.
Alright, let's put these back in the pan over here.
Hey!
Alright, well that was cool. Right in the start of a live stream. Must be all the catfish mad that we caught striper. Okay.
I'm gonna go get you a bone.
Do a little warm up on the little fish first. It is cold.
What's up, guys?
Welcome in, everybody. Just doing some boneless fillets on last night's fish. It is honestly entirely too cold to be cutting fish outside, but I need a new fillet knife.
Christmas present. We are good.
All the fish we clean in a year. This one's like trying to use a saw.
We are in Northeast Georgia. Hey man, I like your video.
And just work the knife down the backbone. Tell y'all super top secret information. My hands are frozen. Yes, Georgia and the US. My hands are absolutely frozen.
So last night when we were getting off the water, we made a small cut here.
Can we not put our fingers around the fillet knife, please?
To bleed out our fish.
I prefer them without the Kool-Aid. Why is your dog pitching a fit?
She is trying to play with Piper. Piper is waiting for fish scraps. Georgia. Georgia. Come on. Georgia.
Now we'll work the rest of the way down the tail.
Come on.
And I'm sure your grandpa does it faster, your daddy does it better. All those things. This is the way I do it. We are filleting fish. So as you'll be able to see through the camera, you can see light through that. No waste.
No. Bucket.
And all you're left with is boneless, skinless deliciousness. Next fish is a little bit bigger. Had to warm up on the small fish. And by warm up, I mean freeze my hands. And we'll just slowly work the knife down each little vertebrae of the backbone. Try to minimize our waste. Wow.
That was one line. Wow.
Well, it's awesome that you're able to hang out and watch a YouTube live. And we'll just work the knife over the top of the rib bones. I'm wrong-handed, so I don't get to see this part. Here's left with a big old slab of meat.
Fish is good for you. Yes, it is.
We eat a lot of fish in our house. I mean, it helps that we fish all the time, so.
True.
This knife isn't quite big enough for how thick this guy was. Big old slab of meat.
Howdy, fish people. Looks way nicer down there. 12 sauger and 9 skipjack this morning on the Ohio River for us. 28 and a dusting of snow at 6 a.m.
Whew.
Is that for your kitty friend?
Yeah, you can give that to the kitty friend. Yeah, it's I gotta be honest, it's not warm. Like, I am in a full jacket and my hands are freezing. But some skipjack would have been great. All these stripes were accidental catches. We were actually out trying to catch small white perch and bass to have for blue cat bait for this weekend. But because the stripes were biting, we just rolled with it. Because I really like to eat them, so I'm not going to say no to an opportunity to catch some.
We'll never turn down tacos.
And I think after filleting a couple hundred fish, this fillet knife is about done. After we finish this one, we will definitely pause for a moment and try to edge it back up a little bit. That is why we take the extra time to not cut through the ribs. Just try to preserve the edge of our knife the best we can. MP we don't, because we don't have crabs in freshwater. It's not really something we can go do. Yeah, I see. I messed up on this one a little bit. Be all right. Fishing, the most expensive way to eat for free. Trim that little trash piece out. Check for any residual bones. Jamie will get mad at me if I don't pull this little piece of meat off for her to give to her outside cat. And there we go. That's another clean fish. You got happy cats? Yeah, that is Jamie's cats love it when it's fish cleaning time. Yeah, Minnow. So Georgia has a stock program with they striper here, and that's why we have as many as we do. Whites are native, and we have a good bit of hybrids as well. I really like using white bass for blue cat bait. Most of our white bass are hard to catch in the eater size. We did get one filletable white bass last night.
I'm not very careful with this.
Did I get you?
No, we got cat.
Oh, spraying the cat was not my concern.
I'm gonna go toss these two.
Yes, Cozy, it is striper. I have 3 more to fillet out, and then we will figure out what we're gonna cook them with. Next one. I mean, definitely not a bad fish at all. Trout are native. The problem is so many of our rivers got dammed up for power plants that a lot of our native trout population is gone. Can we just penetrate one scale?
He says, dang, she fine. Nice job, man.
I did really good.
I think he's talking about the fish.
Oh. My statement still stands because you caught both big fish last night.
Oh, did I? You're causing trouble, sir. I know.
What brand fillet knife do you guys have? I'm definitely in the market for a new fillet knife. And I don't want an electric. Put your hand in front of a dull knife for extra leverage. Well, when it's going through meat, it does really well. It's the getting it started through the scales that it struggles with. Did I just split the... I did. Dadgummit. It's gonna make the next cut annoying. Did you lock him in a cat carrier?
He's in timeout.
That's gonna go over like a fart in church.
Well, he started fights.
That's what he does.
There's nothing we can do about it at the moment, so he got put in timeout. And it allows Piper to keep fishing peace.
MP, I use braid in certain situations. When I'm dragging for blue cats, I still prefer mono. striper fishing, I like braid. That's a good slab of meat. Sharpen before every cleaning to make sure you clean them after. Yeah. Sonny, this is a really, really cheap fillet knife. Like, it literally doesn't have a marking on it to say anything about it. And it's been really good. I don't use a knife, I just suck it off the bone. That's fair. I mean, to each their own, I guess.
We've got 36 people hanging out and only 4 thumbs up.
Hey, y'all don't slack. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm over here working and freezing.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
The little minnow.
You want your bait back?
No, I don't think it'll do me any good now. Get a better fillet knife for Black Friday. I'm sure Bass Pro, if you guys have one close, will have deals.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to start looking around for one, because I definitely need to get one.
We go through so many sets.
Well, like, when we're shark fishing, shark skin just absolutely destroys a fillet knife.
Everybody loves a bit of microplastics in their fish. Actually, this was a live minnow.
Yeah, we live bait fish for food.
Are you a vegetarian?
Absolutely, that's why I'm filleting fish to eat.
Some of the food I eat are vegetarians.
I'm a secondhand vegetarian. I eat a lot of things that are vegetarian.
No, he's a vegan.
No, I'm secondhand vegetarian. All right. Get out of the way.
That's a really thick fillet.
Freaking awesome fillet. With my not sharp knife, I'm not fast, but I still get really pretty cuts.
I tried being a vegan for a day. It was the worst 4 hours of my life.
That's why you gotta be a secondhand vegan. Like, cows eat grass and I eat cows. It's got to count for something. And again, clean enough that there's nothing left on the backbone. Next, pause. We gotta clean up from that fish. Dry my hand and let it warm up a little bit. MP, we do. That is exactly what we do with them. We have about a half-acre garden.
We grow asparagus, tomatoes, squash, broccoli. We did potatoes this year.
Could probably upgrade to a nice knife sharpener and go better too. Yeah, 22 people hanging out. We're slowly getting these fish cleaned, and we'll get ready to chunk them, batter them, fry them, and have a snack. Feels a little better. Corn, potatoes, and beans. So there's like a 4-acre field just behind you guys right here that we used to grow a lot of corn in, but this is a 400-acre cattle farm, and it's been farmed in patches so much that it got to where it wasn't worth anything as far as the ground nutrient. It needed some cure time. So we stopped growing corn and buy all of our high macro things from a farmer's market. Because here in Georgia, we have plenty of farmland. That is one thing they haven't taken from us yet. As much as the city people want to move to the country, thankfully we have enough family farms here that nobody wants to sell out. Oh, this one didn't get all the Kool-Aid out of him. So what's everybody doing today? What is today, Friday?
Yeah.
Who's going fishing this weekend? Keep shaving the dorsal fin in half, or the lower anal. It's when you know you're riding really, really close to the bone.
Is that a striper? Yes, it is. I assume with all that land, you guys also hunt deer, turkey, question mark?
Not turkey. I don't care that much for turkey. And I only hunt if I'm going to eat whatever I'm hunting. But yes, we do a lot of hunting. Not for social media, because I hunt just to fill my freezer. So I don't. I only go into the woods with a phone in my pocket because Jamie would beat me if I didn't. Oh, beautiful. Those clean ribs. Absolutely, I cut fish incorrectly. 100%. The way your daddy or granddaddy or whoever did it is definitely the better way to do it. Because, you know, giant boneless, skinless fillets, I definitely do it wrong. All right, I hunt in the climbing stand.
We live in Northeast Georgia.
That guy actually had enough meat on his bones to pick up the rib pins.
Oh, wow.
So there's rib tops.
Streaming from Ohio. We're
Which
streaming
car?
from Northeast Georgia.
So I've got an 85 Corolla, an 01 Mustang, an 04 Mustang, 93 F-150. What year's the Kia?
2006.
2006 Kia
Sportage.
Sportage, and a 2017 F-250. William, we're in Northeast Georgia.
Big belly hurts.
MP, what'll blow his mind?
That's a lot of cards there, sure.
It's I just got to build it 570.
And then mine's 100.
No, we pay about $700 a month in car insurance. Did I say the Jeep?
No.
I'm pretty sure I forgot the
forgot
Jeep
the
that is
Jeep.
right behind me. There's also a custom built 2000 Jeep Wrangler sitting right behind me that I built before I closed my four-wheel drive shop. We're gonna take a quick intermission. Charlie's having an issue with his batteries, I bet. Yo. What's scary about it? It's easy. Positive to negative, positive to negative. And then the trolling motor goes positive to negative. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me holler back at you when I finish this live stream filleting fish. All right, later, bro. MP, There are plenty of vehicles floating around here that were not listed that are registered as farm vehicles.
Cutting on glass? No. Just a good old Bass Pro fillet table.
Actually, this isn't the Bass Pro one. This is the Amazon one.
Oh.
This is the knockoff Bass Pro fillet table.
It's still just as good.
I can't say that. I've never had the Bass Pro one.
I don't either, but I'm making assumptions.
An anniversary new edge, huh?
I'm a fisherman myself, and I have a...
There's actually one right behind me that we cut little trimmings off and throw to her. And she is standing on the porch right behind me.
Very nice to see you, Miss Kitty. She is purring up a storm.
See? Happy cat.
She's a bad. She's being mean.
Because like these really thin pieces from just below the riblets, I leave those for the cat.
I mean, we have 3 that are elsewhere. 4 that are elsewhere.
And then just to make them cook easier, I'll go through and trim them up. And she gets those pieces too. And then I don't want to worry about pulling those little connective riblet bones out. So when I accidentally grab them, she gets that as well. And I just get left with a big old slab of boneless, skinless deliciousness. And another see-through carcass. All right, last one. Most of these come inside for a couple hours just to hang out with us. We feed them and throw them back out. I mean, fish and brew doesn't sound bad at all. Before we start on this big guy, we're gonna freshen our edge back up.
Looking at you like, can I get another piece?
Well, I mean, We'll catch and release fishing. Hunting, we get what we get for the year. And if I need more, then it is what it is. I should have hunted more. But if we have extra, then when we go to Colorado for Christmas,
We disperse it amongst the family.
we disperse it amongst family. This big guy has some gnarly scales. There we go. Look like an act of Congress to get cut through his scales. Ooh.
Careful.
Almost took my fingy with that one.
Hey, from North Carolina.
Welcome in, state neighbor.
Is it just as cold over there for you guys as it is for us over here?
I would imagine North Carolina is just as cold as us. If not colder, because
It's been cold the past couple days.
the elevation difference.
Nice size striper.
Thank you. We've been filleting out yesterday's catches. We get off the water at like 3:30 this morning. And I didn't feel like cleaning fish at that time. So I did the only responsible thing. I bought 40 pounds of ice and dumped it on the fish.
And they were practically frozen when we pulled them out.
As cold as it is, I'm pretty positive. Hello? This guy's got a really high bone.
Yes, it is a striper.
His backbone was a lot higher than the rest.
Thunderstruck is back. He says, "Hey, bud."
Yo!
Got 13 thumbs up. Okay, that's why it's a big boy.
I'm gonna be super.
And man, yeah, I don't do a lot of the filleting. I make sure that the cats don't bug him and get on the fillet table, and then I deal with cleanup. Right now we've got one cat snacking on scraps and another cat in timeout.
I mean, I'll be honest. A largemouth 24 inches? It's a freaking monster.
Oh, gee, you have cats? How many?
How many do we actually have, or how many are around? Because those are two different answers.
True.
This knife is still not happy. I spent like 30 minutes before we started this.
Richard is 33 this year,
Just turned 33.
and I am 29.
Yeah. This is a no-name Super El Cheapo fillet knife. It works in a pinch.
Great catch, thank you.
We fish too much to be able to afford nice knives.
Yeah.
Like, I always make that joke, but we really do spend a lot of time fishing.
.20" largemouth is my PB.
I didn't length measure my PB largemouth, but he was 13 pounds, 4 ounces. And he was caught about 3/4 of a mile from where I'm standing in my pond.
What bait did you use? Anchovies, question mark?
Basically, just small minnows.
That one was small minnows on a hair jig.
Oh yeah, this was on the Ruben Flores. We're almost there. Ribs are cut out, yay!
You use live herring?
When we're intentionally catching striper, yes. I know that sounds dumb when I say when we intentionally catch striper. The goal last night was not striper. The goal last night was to catch small white bass and white perch for bait.
Pond fish usually are able to grow really big. My biggest fish was in a pond too. Also, I hear the kitty, LOL.
He's being a jerk.
You look like you could be a Viking.
That's not what that actually says.
I'm assuming that's what they meant.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, the cat you hear is a cat that I put in timeout for fighting. He's a tomcat, and
He's not a very nice guy.
he's not very nice.
Almost got all the red out of it.
Almost.
I'll have to trim it more later.
What's the Georgia state regulations for striper?
There's a max. I want to say it's 1 per person over 22, and then 15 per person total.
It also depends on what body of water you're on for striper. And we caught these guys on Oconee. 2 fish and 22 inches or larger. Depends on the body of water.
Okay, so it's 2 fish per person, 22 over? But it is not just 2 striper, it's 15. Oh, let me get your cat cut.
She's coming.
This cat cut doesn't want to cut.
Piper. That is enough. Just, yep. She doesn't need, she's got enough fillets, honey.
Okay. Just making sure your cat's happy. I don't want to hear that we shorted the cat. I live right up the road near Clarks Hill. Nice.
Oh, her name's Piper.
Catloaf, yeah. In Georgia, we group striper, hybrid, and white bass all together. So I know the limit's not 2. I mean, I think you could. I don't know how it would be.
I would prefer to not. I'd rather us cook it up. Google lies then, LMAO. I trust you as a person living in Georgia.
So if you're looking at e-regulations, it's stupid. They don't update anything, and they also don't categorize things correctly. So the 2 over 22 is true. It's the under 22 that they're missing.
And then on top of that, you also have to look at what body of water.
Yes, that is the other thing.
Because the regulations are different. Hartwell, Lanier, Oconee. I usually go fillet and release. Each state should have a wildlife management website that gives you regulation info.
Well, Georgia does. It's Go Outdoors Georgia or something like that.
I think so. Oh, I got a spider cat.
Gotta be honest, that little knife was super sharp. I wish I could do the whole fish with that knife. I'm so over this fillet knife. Fillet and release. Yeah. It's catch and grease is the technical term. We're gonna try another random not good fillet knife and see what it does. That one was just so thin that it cut really nice when it had an edge on it still. But I guess the 300 pounds of fish I filleted in October kind of ruined that knife's cutting. Oh, that is the knife that I cut everything with in Tybee.
It is.
So that knife lived at the beach for a month. That's why it is extra dead.
I just need to get you some new sets.
Oh, much better.
I'll just call the DNR or something. Big JM says, "Are you going to add crab meat to it? We do that up north all the time in Maryland."
So these are landlocked striped bass, and I don't have any fresh crab here. If I had fresh crab, I would totally add some crab with it, because I love some crab.
It sounds delicious. We got 30 people hanging out with 15 thumbs up.
Alright, there are more people in the live than there are thumbs up. I don't want to start calling anybody out, but that's a little sad, guys.
Good Lord.
Come on!
How about crawfish meat?
That's a Louisiana thing. Still not a Georgia thing. Coastal Georgia, we could get shrimp, but that's about 5 hours away. We'll see how it skins.
I'm gonna put the other one I brought out for fish scraps back. And I'll let her
Nope, going back. I don't want to mess up my fillets because I don't like that knife. Maybe this just needs to be a dedicated skinning knife now. Because it does that much better. She's got plenty, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yay.
Piper went.
Background cat be like, Mo.
Piper went inside. She
Okay.
was full. Pearl didn't want any, so I'm gonna let
Numbnuts have
him
it.
out. Come here, bud.
No, we'll probably just trim these down to smaller pieces and fry them up. Stephen, we're northeast Georgia, so like halfway between Atlanta and Greenville, South Carolina. I'll keep this piece. Try to get the bulk of the scales off of them before we take them inside. And then these two fillets, well, these 4 fillets, are going to be what we fry up real fast to have some nuggets. So we'll just trim them into little bite-sized pieces. Use this little knife for that is razor blade sharp. Okay. That part's done. Alright, we're at 28 people and 20 thumbs up. I don't want to call anybody out, but somebody needs to get it together. Just saying. Just saying. Jamie abandoned me. I've been abandoned. She was supposed to give me another bowl. Alright, well. We'll have to sort this out again. Y'all don't go anywhere. Give me 20 seconds to run inside, put this bowl in there. I'll grab you guys, and then we'll all go inside.
Hello, kitty kitty.
Okay, guys, bear with me. We're gonna. I have to lower you guys a little bit. So when you guys come inside, you'll fit a little better. Okay, follow me. We are going to go into the kitchen. So this is awkward because the tripod is very, very tall. Where's the fish? It just got filleted and Richard is getting it cleaned up. And we are in the kitchen. So we are going to start cooking the kitch. There you go. You can get them situated. I'm gonna go clean up outside.
Before you do that, can you help me put the rest of this striper in freeze bags?
Yes.
Come closer to the sink.
Working on it. We can do 3 fillets in there.
That's fine. Perfect. Just a little bit of a beard. Fish is right here. Give me 1 second to get everything out and get prepped. I don't give thumbs up because it messes up my YouTube recommendations. More than just a countertop of bottles and spices.
We cook a lot.
Let's figure out how to fix this thing. Jamie's got you guys all kinds of weird. That works. Alrighty. some homegrown eggs. This 90 years experience at 30. Dirty 30, we are making striper. Do some quick fried striper nuggets.
Tis chilly out there.
And of course, this is the South. Corn, meal, and flour make the world go round. We didn't catch enough catfish to keep them. We caught striper instead of blue cats last night. I'm sorry. I've let you down. Little Cholula in the bowl. Little splash of milky milk. One egg. Put the milk and the Cholula back away. I mean, it's not that I was against cooking catfish. So since you weren't here to see the story unfold last night, we went out to catch small white bass to have as bait for blue cats this weekend. We ended up catching a whole bunch of striper instead. New stove, and I turned on the wrong eye.
You doing alright there?
No, I'm not at all.
My assistance?
There was a spoon left in the flour. No, I was just trying to figure out why my oil wasn't getting hot.
Looks like you got the light coming on now.
And it's because I'm a big dummy and turned on the wrong eye. They're a little better than catfish. I really enjoy blue catfish out of certain bodies of water. But I'll eat striped bass. You can have them in a ditch on the side of the road and I'd probably still eat them.
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe to it for me. Alright. Here, you want to relocate these two for me? I mean, if you like catfishing dirty, there's like, I don't know, 200 hours of catfishing on our YouTube channel. That's kind of our thing. We do that more than anything.
you got going on there?
What's what?
What'd you do to the oil?
I spritzed just a touch of flour in it to see if it was hot enough yet. Will you grab paper towels? We need to dry all the striper before we put it in the egg wash. Blue Cat sucks. Flathead is the real deal. Richard, our flathead are super heavily commercially fished for things like pay lakes, where they capture your large wild fish and sell them off to places in other states for people to catch them over and over again until they die. So we don't harvest flatheads here. There's just not enough of them. Georgia, for whatever reason, does not feel like there should be any regulations in the harvest of catfish. And that's not something that helps. Blue catfish seem to be a little more resilient. They're holding on a little stronger here. Monster, a 35-pound channel cat? That's a freaking tank.
I bet that was a mean fight.
I guarantee you that fish was angry. Try to dry the thicker chunks first. Welcome in, guys. We are just rolling some striper and cornmeal and flour, a little milk and Cholula. Milk, egg, and Cholula. Some little quick fish nuggets. Might have gone just a touch too early into the grease, but it'll be okay. Yeah, so I'll scald the oil.
Yeah.
Like I do almost every time.
That happens.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. If I miss a comment, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get these thick chunks tossed in this all together so they cook pretty even. Oh man, that one grabbed a big old blob of egg.
That one's pretty thick one.
Now,
I ran it and it didn't move.
it's fine.
I was just grabbing from the top and going.
Gotta wash my hands, guys. A man pizza. No, it 100% was not near hot enough. But I had already committed and threw it in there, so it is what it is for this first batch.
Another one of those? I asked if you could get me another one of those.
Turpel?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it'll still cook and it'll still eat.
That smells good.
I mean, it's still sizzling. World record. Look at record 1375. Yeah. I don't remember what the Georgia State Record channel cat is. I want to say it's in the 50s.
Yes. I believe, yeah. I believe it is. I'll look it up, but I can't do that.
78 for Dirty 30. Where are you at? Oh no. '76, 113, or 56, 113, and 78 sounds like the Georgia records. Not to like call you out, but we're in Georgia. We're cooking striped bass. So last night we were live catching them, and now we've been live from the first cut to the first release in the grease. Oh, that's hot. It's almost like I just pulled it out of the grease. I just want y'all to see how pretty and white. Northern California, okay. Redneck from the wrong place. You know, I'll be honest. Back when I raced, I had to work in Monterey, California. And that's one of the prettiest places I've ever been. I hear it's horrible now. But it used to be freaking beautiful out there. Hasa fasa. It's hot.
This one we need to start before the other because it's so cute that the last.
Oh, yeah. These thick pieces don't do good panned. They really wanted to be submerged. Cook a little faster that way. I don't have enough cornmeal flour mix. All right, well, before you start dumping it in here, I just said I don't have enough cornmeal flour mix. Oh man, my oil's trying to burn. Yeah, William, I did not have near enough oil to deep fry them. Where's that third cup measuring cup? Alright, just use the quarter.
Quarter cup of flour?
Like 1/8 a cup of flour, 1/4 cup of cornmeal. Oh, so pretty. So hot. We appreciate that, Dirty 30. Trump, what are we playing, Rook? You throwing trump cards down? All right, you get the birdie.
Okay.
Our YouTube channel is a lot of things. No fish, but I can make fried chicken, bruh. Yeah, our YouTube channel is a lot of things. Political is not one of them. Life is choose your own adventure. As long as your adventure doesn't impede with my adventure, I don't really care what you do with yours. So, I stay very far outside of political. I'm gonna need some more paper towels. We welcome people from all walks of life here. Yes, yes. You got one more.
That one's too thin.
Oh,
I was just gonna give it to Georgia.
okay.
Fish knows.
Absolutely, Double A. That is something I learned back in my racing days. We try to be inclusive to people of all walks of life. I feel like things in the world are hard enough without having to worry about that. So JayRFishing, I don't care if you identify as a potato. You are welcome to hang out with us. As long as you like fishing and conservation. I do stand my ground on those two. What's going on, William? Yeah, absolutely, Dirty 30. We're just going to go ahead and nip that one.
Well, come here. Let me help you.
Right? The last group I was with was a Trans Am team. So, tube chassis, carbon fiber cars, 800 horsepower, 2,780 pounds, no traction control, no ABS. Before that, we did Star Mazdas, some Formula Fords. Can I stay on your couch? Sure.
I have to figure out how to eat that chocolate.
91 minutes from the live well to the plate. Beautiful, white, flaky, overly hot. Why is it so hot? It's like I just cooked it.
She likes her fish. She just wants it in pieces.
We use Cholula as the binder, so no, that's it. What is it that Wade Fish's guy says? Deli shoes. $350 oil, yeah. I think that'll do it. All right, guys. Well, last night I promised to make a part 2 of the live stream from last night catching these fish, and we'd do a catch and cook. So it's time for us to go eat. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. If you have enjoyed hanging out, you can like, sub, tell your friends. Go watch one of our other 100 videos.
If you have any questions or would like any further explanation, comment on any one of our videos, and we will help you enjoy fishing like we do.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, anything that we can help you with, product recommendations, different styles of fishing you're interested in learning, the easiest way to get in touch with us is to either message the JayRFishing Facebook page or the Instagram page. Those are the easiest 2 ways to see us. If you message us on TikTok, it'll get buried through TikTok notifications, and YouTube doesn't have a good messaging platform. You can comment on a video, but odds are I'll forget after I reply to that comment. Remember when me and you went to different schools together? Absolutely, William. I forgot all about that. You guys take care. Tight lines. We'll see you next time on the water.